Hello, welcome back to Cam Designs, and today we're going to finish the bow knot. So we're doing part B, and it's starting at row 11. And this is the third square in the blanket. And so let's get started. So where we left off on doing the actual bow knot here. So that it was our bow knot. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit, and now we are going to start row 11. So you want to purl this. So my yarn is in the front here. So I'm going to purl all the way across. And once again, this is row 11. Oops. I'm going to split my yarn there. So I'm just getting into the hang of it, so it's going to take me a little while to get through this first row. I haven't knitted in a few days, so and at the end of this video I will show you what it is supposed to look like when the square is complete. And I have not been showing you how to finish the squares, but it is just a regular bind off. I'll have to do a video on that, in case any of you are wondering how I'm binding these off. Okay, so there is our row 11. Now I'm going to flip my work here, and I'm going to knit a row. I'm just knitting all the way across into every stitch. My 5-year-old has been pretty excited. We got a new game from the library. It is actually a fun game. I've been playing it with him. It's Yoshi's Woolly World, where everything is knit and crocheted in it. So it's actually pretty fun. So he's pretty excited about that. So I'm just knitting across here. I'm going pretty fast because it's just pretty easy. And you'll notice that on all the even rows you are knitting, except you're knitting all the way across except when you do the bow knot. Okay, so there is row 12. I'm going to flip it, and we're going to do row 13 here, which is just, once again, purl all the way across. And once again, you need 6 squares of this bow knot square. If one of these squares you like better than the other, you can do more of that and less of another one. You know, it's completely up to you how you want your blanket to look when it's all done. So just purling across. I'm kind of quiet. Okay, now back to the front. and we're going to knit another row. So you'll have 2 purl rows and 2 knit rows. So I'm on my last knit row like this before I go and I start my slip stitches. It's pretty easy, just knitting across. Okay, I'm almost done with this row here. Oh, my yarn's getting a little tight. I'm going to have to pull some off my skein here. Just like that. Okay. And now I'm going to go on to do the other side, which is going to be my purl and my slip stitches. Just a second. So now I'm going to do row 15, which is going to be purl 2 and slip 5. So this is similar to what we did before, except opposite. So we're starting with the purl 2, then we're going to go with the yarn in the back, and we're going to slip 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I'm going to move my yarn back to my front, and I'm going to purl 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, then I move my yarn to the back and slip 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yarn to the front here and purl 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we're going to slip the yarn to the back again, slip 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you should have 5 at the end here, and you want to purl those last 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. And now we're going to flip it, and we're just going to knit this next row. It's very similar to what we did down here. It's just instead of purling 2 at the end, you purl 2 at the beginning. So the bow knots are offset. So go ahead and knit these here. Okay. And there is our knit row. Now we're going to flip, and we're going to just repeat this last purl row we did. So I want to purl 2, 1, ooh, let me let go of my yarn because I'm about to pull my stitches out, and I do not want to do that. Okay, there we go. Okay, And my yarn is kind of looped here, so we're going to fix this here for a second. Okay. My yarn is getting hooked on my needles here. Okay. And that is not the right stitch. Okay, here. Okay, there we go. So now we have to purl 2. Now that I have it all fixed here. So 1 and 2. And now we want to go to the back and slip 5 and purl Y. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn to the back again, or to the front I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn to the back of the work and do slip 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to purl 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to move the yarn to the back again and slip 5 purlwise. So when I say purlwise, you can see that I'm actually going in like I'm going to purl it, but I'm just sliding it across. Oh, I need to slide one more. Okay, and I should have 5 at the end here that I'm going to purl. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So we've done 2 carries across here. So we're going to knit one more row here. And you're just knitting every stitch when you go to do this. You're not skipping those ones. So you're just knitting all these here. And these ones are a little tighter just because they are skipped stitches. So they're from the previous row. But okay, so there's my knit row. Now I'm going to turn my work here and I'm going to once again do one more purl row where I slip the stitches. Get some more yarn here off my skein yarn. Okay, now I want to purl 2, and this time I'm going to try not to get them to slide off my needle like I did last time. Okay, now I'm going to slip 5, and if you're ever curious on where you're supposed to be, you can turn your work this way and kind of see it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then purl 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And usually I don't count out loud. I usually count it in my head, but for the video's sake, it's a little easier. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, now that one is done, now we're going to do row 20, which is that bow knot. So we're going to do it just like this. We're going to knit 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, it should be right in the middle. You should be on the middle one, right above your carries. And once again, we're going to go under the 3. So I have 1, 2, 3. I'm going to knit into this one just like I would normally, but I'm going to pull it back underneath my 3 carried yarn, and then I'll push that one off my needle, and then I'll just knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 and 9, because I should be right in the middle here. And so then I'm going to go under all 3 strands, knit this one, pull it back under, push this one off, and pull this one up. So then I knit, go back to knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and should be 9. Then I'm at the middle one. Take my needle and put it through under all 3. Knit, draw back under, push this one off, and then I'm just knitting to the end. Okay, and there you have it. There is the end. And now you will just repeat back from row 1 and do all 20 rows and keep going until it measures about 5 inches. And I will show you what it would look like when it is all done. So this is what it will look like when it is finished. The whole square will be like this. And I did break down and buy some boards here to pin my things on, just because the cardboard was not working very well. It works for things that you're just going to pin onto once, but when you're pinning multiple things, then these are actually pretty nice, I've realized. And you don't have the needles poking through. So this is what it should look like when you're done with the square. 5 inches by 5 inches. Okay. And so once again, this was Simple Square Baby Blanket, and it is square number 3, and it's bow knot, and this was part B. And this was starting at row 11, so if you need the first 10 rows, you'll have to watch part A. And that is it. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends if, you know, they're looking to learn to knit or looking for a new project. You know, come and watch our videos. And that's it. And thank you to all my subscribers. I greatly appreciate those of you who are watching my videos and, you know, subscribed and liked and comments. I love comments, so if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below and I will respond. And that's it. So have a wonderful day and thank you so much for watching. Bye!